baija amagezi bagafuna kandi bagenda bagakozesa. Nabwekyo nja kusaba ngo Abanyoro abali hano tuongeremu amaani kandi abazaire baloko oba community kubasaba muije goho omunda college hano nimwongera okurambure college nimumanye ebikure birimu abuko bunda abantu babani barabaho kiro kimo kabanyizire mu office ya principal akaba natekerezo babantu abandi batekerezo obelyo irwaro oba hotel baite kyamazima ngwe college neroho kandi kuno kujweka kuliko murundi gwa katano tukisimira mukama kandi ebintu bigenda kurungi nka community oironge bichwankenya bitoitoti bibamu baiti tuina buzibu na staff ya hano obobwe kulembezi obwa college tukolera hamu kandi tukora kurungi muikirize nebigambo ebyo nyemeraho eibara Kyomya Jafari omukuru w'entebe owekyaro kino mwebalo kuija mukama abebembere murani mugarukayo.
Thank you so much, Chair of this village. In my Luzu Runyoro, the summary of what he has said for the interest of those others is that sometimes take time as visitors to come to this place, inspect the college, so that you can appreciate what is here. The others that he said were easy to be understood. Chair, I want to thank you so much for welcoming us to the village. Having said that, allow me now to invite the principal to come and welcome us to this grounds. Mr. Principal, you're very welcome. Students, I thought you would clap if your principal is coming to speak. Now that you have gone, you want to forget.
The guest of honor, the Executive Secretary, UBTEP, members of Parliament present, local council leaders present, Mayor Masindi Municipality, the resident district commissioner, religious leaders present, principals, registrars, and IROs from sister institutions, heads of institutions and schools, invited guests in your respective capacities, parents and guardians, graduates, the place, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed. On behalf of the entire college community and on my own behalf, I take this honor to welcome you to Uganda Technical College Kyema, and in particular to the 50th graduation ceremony. This is a special day for the graduates, their parents and guardians, and the staff of this college. I thank God for the journey mercies bestowed and enabling this function to take place as scheduled. Honorable Minister, this is the 50th graduation ceremony for the students who successfully completed their certificate and diploma programs in the year 2023. A total of 400 graduates will be awarded certificates and diplomas. We therefore thank government for all the support to the college since its inception in 2010. Honorable Minister, we agreed that today the principal will just give a brief, welcome remarks, and thereafter the chairperson will give the details as regards this college to avoid repetition. However, Honorable Minister, allow me to introduce to you my colleagues from other sister institutions. I welcome you so that I introduce you to the minister. Principals, so I request that you tell us your name, the institution, so that the minister gets to know you. Thank you.
Honorable Minister, my name is Akunovere Jacob, Principal Uganda Technical College leader, but founding principal for this institution.
I am Kolo Bong Moses, a Principal Uganda Technical College, Elgon. Thank you.
Honorable Minister, my name is Oguro Bernard, Principal of Institute of Survey and Land Management, Entebbe.
Honorable Minister, my name is Mwanga Fred, Principal Nakawa Vocational Training College.
Honorable Minister, my name is Sam Biagweri, Principal, UTC Bushenyi.
Honorable Minister, I'm Turiahewa Scovia, Principal Hub Manager, Bunyoro Zone Industrial Hub.
Protocol observed. My name is Namitego Juliet from Hoima School of Nursing, representing my principal.
Honorable Minister, my name is Zimumbo Gwe, Kakwa Milton, Principal Uganda Technical College, Kichwamba.
My name is Chalagonza Roberti, representing Principal Kabarwana College, Masindi.
Thank you, colleagues. You can go back. But I request that I retain Jacob here. Honorable Minister, this was the first principal of this institution from 2010. So I want to recognize his contribution. And he was the head teacher when it was still a vocational training institute. So is the history of this place. We recognize you for all your efforts. Thank you very much. Honorable Minister, we also have principals who were here before me. I saw Mr. Tarwan around. He's there. Okay, thank you very much. To the graduates, today is a milestone and one of the exit days in your life. We congratulate you upon having completed your training, and now the world of competitive work is waiting for your skills and not you. Larry Ringet said that knowledge is not power. The implementation of knowledge is power. Therefore, the knowledge you got at UTC Kyema should be implemented and translated into the skills needed by the world of work. Dear graduates, it is time to follow your fear. As Tina Fey said, you fear to work in rural areas, you fear to work as porters, spanner boys, you fear to work for peanuts, etc. Please be informed that the world of work may not easily welcome you, as it may need experienced workforce for quality services. Therefore, if you get an opportunity to be absorbed in any work system of your profession and being paid peanuts, please accept to be exploited as you may think. However, you will be getting the vast experience the world needs. And sooner or later, you will appreciate that you instead exploited the work system. Honorable Minister, allow me to thank the staff of UTC Kyema for the support extended to the graduates for today's achievement. I therefore request all the staff to stand up wherever you are for recognition. Staff UTC Kyema. Yeah, thank you very much. In the same spirit, I thank the parents and graduates who endeavored to value technical education and supported their sons and daughters who are now ready for the world of work. We wish you good celebrations and mercy journeys as you go back. In conclusion, Honorable Minister, allow me to thank you again for accepting to preside over this graduation ceremony. And on a special note, it is now on record that you are the first state of minister to preside over our graduation ceremony. Thank you for coming. So I finally thank all guests for coming to this 50th graduation ceremony and wish you a safe journey back to your various destinations. So I thank you for listening to me, for God and my country.
Thank you so much, Principal. Friends, I want to think that when people have given a wonderful speech, like they deserve a very nice hand clap. And also, most importantly, when he says the minister is the first that he has come to preside over the function. Another round of applause, please. What Principal forgot is that Talwana is also here as a parent. Today the son is graduating, and that shows that the foundation he left here, he still has faith in the same. Thank you so much for trusting the college. Now let me invite the cultural dance. Now that the chairperson has invited us and the principal has welcomed us, we feel the culture of Bunyoro where we are.
Thank you very much, MC. Abantu baitu mwebale muno kwija. Abagenyi tugenda kuzina amazina ga Bunyoro. Atuwerize maiko ogwo. Aine muyonka. Kale. Honorable Minister amanyaze Asimwe Frank. Kitange bamuyita Kasirivu. Amwe political head. Pakanyi sub county ndi Sentebe. So don't get surprised okulaba Sentebe nga akuwayo ku mazina. Kale Bukaire ko butakaire dara. Bukaire ko butakaire Kyema. Takaire barungi. Bojo barungi bukaire. Kaire. Bojo muhugure inyo barungi bahure. Ewe alero ndayawe. Bojo barungi mompa yoburaga barungi. Mompa yobugara barungi. ndayawe bojo barungi twaija kuzana bukaire bojo bukaire nko butakaire Kyema bojo nyabegi mwebalo kusoma barungi bojo abagenji kamwebalo kuija inywena Minister kawebalo kuija burungi lero bukaire munyano kule nya barungi twagenda yewe bojo mpayo kamangende yewe bojo ngoro boy kudomero tatera bukaire kambudu twaite kugenda barungi lero bukaire musambe sambe tugende barungi bagambe tukuletalita niyekyo bukaire ngo butakaire ndara unyongera maraka ngende mbebo jumbe balo kuija barungi bagenji kamwe balo kuija bukaire kamwe balo kuija lero
become the minister officially. In your tenure, having a minister on graduation is not a simple thing. Can we clap for the chairman and governing council for succeeding to invite the minister on this graduation? Thank you so much, Papa.
So you will be given an opportunity in between. Would you like to do it now? So that you go back and sit down. Uganda Technical College Kyema, speech of the chairperson, governing council, at the 5th graduation ceremony held on Friday, 26 April 2024 at the college grounds. The guest of honor, we had written the First Lady, Mama Janet Kataha Museveni, but now represented by the Minister of State for Higher Education, and our dear friend here, Honorable Krizisto Muhingo, the Minister in charge of Mayor Masindi Municipality, Honorable Kyomuhendo Ronald Akiki, religious leaders, principals, registrars, and IROs from sister institutions of Lira, Bushenyi, Elgon, Kigumba, Kichwamba, and heads of other institutions of higher learning, permit me this singular honor to welcome you to Uganda Technical College Kyema, and in particular to this 5th graduation ceremony. You are most welcome, Mr. Guest of Honor. Minister of Education and Sports and the entire community present today. I thank the Almighty God for the journey mercies bestowed to all of you, but more so for enabling
as a member on the Governing Council. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. My name is Navasa Shivan, the Minister of Gender and Women Affairs, as well as a member of Governing Council. Thank you.
Public.
Under the trustship of Masindi District Local Government. From 2005, it was trained programs that were being offered by have not seen the light of the day, despite the many soul-wearing follow-up visits to the Ministry of Education by the concerned stakeholders. Honorable Chief Guest, the number of graduates is still low, with the number of female graduates lagging far below that overall students' population figures continue to post an upward trend. The college now has a total of 738 students, of which 320 are diploma students sponsored by government. Projects and development partners. Honorable Minister, we continue to appreciate government for the support rendered to the college in the form of the following projects. One is Islamic Development Bank, or IDB project. Honorable Minister, we are happy that the government of Uganda under Islamic Development Bank project constructed a hostel, classroom, laboratories, and workshops for the college. However, as you noted during the visit, some of the equipment supplied under this project hitherto have not been installed. We request the Ministry of Education and Sports to follow up with the supplier to ensure that the remaining unfixed equipment is also installed and commissioned. Meanwhile, our Honorable Minister, I'm happy to report to you that the commissioned equipment are being effectively used by the students to acquire the intended skills for which they were purchased. We request you to convey our heartfelt gratitude to His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda for this development in Kyema College. Thank you very much. The second project, Honorable Minister, is Enable Uganda project. Honorable Minister, in the same breath, we are happy for Enable Uganda for immense support it has rendered to Kyema College by way of staff capacity building through a series of training programs conducted, development of the college strategic plan 2016-2021 and 2022-2027, development of a roadmap towards our goal of becoming the Center of Excellence in Construction Engineering, infrastructure development, girls' hostel, workshop of automotive, plumbing, building construction and others, tools and equipment and many others. We are grateful to all other development partners and stakeholders for the tremendous collaboration and contribution towards the skilling Uganda by partnering with Kyema. Special mention is Uganda Regulatory Authority, Uganda Manufacturing Association, Uganda Institute of Professional Engineers, and Higher Education Students Financing Board. Dear guest of honor, I cannot end my speech without being specific on the contribution of government. I want to mention a few things which government has really done for us. First one is paying the capitation grant for 320 government-sponsored students. We thank the government for that. Then two, grant towards real-life projects. We do real-life projects here, and they are sponsored by the government. Thank you very much, Government of Uganda. Payment of salaries for the permanent staff and salary enhancement for the science teachers. However, here, we pray that even the arts teachers are enhanced. But all the same, we are grateful for this intervention. Thank you, government. Training materials in the form of used cars. However, Kyema also needs some new cars, as we mentioned up there. Staff training under different projects. College development through UNES and IDB. Staff promotions. And also helping the college to access training partners like Enable Uganda. So, for these achievements, long live our NRM government. I also wish to mention, Honorable dear, our chief guest, that we are aware and we appreciate that government of Uganda is offering huge support to our sister colleges across the country through USDP and ARSDP projects that have seen these institutions develop very fast compared to Kyema, which is not part of those projects. We appreciate on behalf of our sister colleges, and we are not feeling anything bad, but we humbly request that in the next round, UTC Kyema is also considered favorably and equitably to match the skill training in those other colleges in the different parts of the country. It's our humble request. As I end, I will also mention a few challenges. I thank the government for the capitation grant of 1,800 shillings per day. But, Honorable Minister, this can hardly feed the children on top of paying other things like water. When we calculated with my technical staff here, we found that maybe we needed 30,000 per child, per student per head. So I don't know what language you will use to convince the parliament at least to raise this figure from 1,800 to 30,000 per day. Our prayers are with you, Honorable Minister. We need to fill the gap. You had the staffing gap of 50 employees who are not being paid by government. And we are spending governing council resources. We are also requesting that these 50 be also taken over by government. We need to increase funding towards real-life projects to ensure timely completion of these projects. Number 4, we need to support the college to overcome the limited accommodation for staff and students. And the college, the college received an offer in 2019 of 50 students. I think this one you have heard of it, and you have. I'm happy to mention, maybe the minister will also tell you that he has promised to take up this thing of the 50 certificate students. So thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Our prayers are with you. And finally, we need for financial support to enable Kyema and other UTCs to review the curriculum of the 5 programs that I mentioned. Honorable Minister, you heard one time the country was embarrassed when a student went in a certain country and they looked at our programs and they found that they were all expired. I would like to mention that our programs here also in the UTCs are almost getting expired. They have very few days left. I would like to request you and the Minister of Education to provide funds so that the curricula of these programs are appropriately revised. My prayers are with you as you look for that money. So in conclusion, Honorable Minister, allow me to join our principal to thank you once again for coming and for accepting to officiate over this graduation ceremony. Thank you for coming, our friend, our brother, and our boss. You are the first minister to come here. And when I was talking to the minister, he told me quietly that he's going to be the second minister also to come back, and even the third minister. So my prayers are with you once again as you plan to come back to Kyema and try to understand it in details. I also thank everybody without segregation for coming to this 5th graduation ceremony of the college, and wish you safe journey back to your various destinations after the closure of this college, of this function. I appreciate skills for development, for God and my country. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairperson, Governing Council, and your team. Can we give a big hand clap for the chairman for the powerful speech? In a special way, I also want to recognize the arrival of the chairperson, Masindi District Local Government, is with us there, and anytime we shall be inviting him. In a special way also, Chair, you know we are under Ministry of Education and Sports. I want also to introduce the President of the Intercollegiate Games and Sports, who is the principal for Bushenyi. I think is with us there. We don't know whether the appetite will continue up to FUFA president, but what we know is the president of Intercollegiate. Chairman, you are at home, you have just arrived, but in a special way. I want to request you to come and welcome the minister, and you also greet your people and the visitors who traveled all the way to come to Masindi. You are most welcome.
Thank you so much. Our chief guest, the Honorable Minister of State for Education, I have adopted the protocol according to the Chairperson Board of Governors, which recognizes the Executive Secretary for UBTEB. I don't know whether he's around. When you come late, you try to you try to adapt. Then the members of parliament, I don't know whether they are here. I think they are not here in absentia. I'm sure the RDC is not here, maybe his deputy, because he's away. Our religious leaders present here, our local leaders present here, the governing council, our principals. I've seen my OB, Principal Leader, and the other principals here, registrars and other guests from the various institutions, our heads of lower institutions like secondary schools and other institutions, our parents, our graduates. I can see this side. People have achieved their dream after a long struggle. The media, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, apologies. Honorable Minister, I've come late because I had an obligation which I could not delegate. I was supposed to attend court, but it's not a criminal in nature. But naturally, as human beings, you can't avoid at times going to court. So that's why I've come late. I wouldn't have been here when you have already arrived. I should have been the one to welcome you. My name is Vyaruhanga Cosmas, District Chairperson Masindi. This is my second term in office on NRM ticket, and I keep on announcing my last term. because 10 years is good enough. Other people can also come and continue from there. And God willingly, I also deserve a promotion after 10 years. And I think God will honor my request. I want to welcome you here to Masindi district and thank you for having created time and accepted to come and officiate our 5th graduation ceremony at Kyema. Kyema started way back, as you are aware, which was an initiative of the district leadership by then. We have nurtured it, but I want to thank NRM government under the leadership of His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni for the infrastructure development at this institution. I have always told people of Masindi and outside Masindi that many people do not know what is here. The equipment, the type of training, the skilling, and it's our duty as graduates who graduate from here to go out and tell the population what is here at Kyema. As you are aware, for you are very lucky, you are scientists, you are job creators instead of job seekers, but outside there is a lot of demand of the areas where you have qualified here. Unlike the arts, where people have got their degrees, but they are seated at home, moving from office to office, looking for jobs. So for us in Masindi and the entire country, under the skilling program, we appreciate and thank this government because we are not only training job seekers, but instead we are training job creators. Honorable Minister, Masindi district is hosting Kyema, but the lower institutions, our secondary schools, which are feeding Kyema and other higher institutions, most of them are not in good shape. Our traditional schools, like Kabarwana Senior Secondary School, Duhaga Senior Secondary School, Satito Senior Secondary School, need total rehabilitation so that they can be able to accommodate enough students, because now most of the students, especially the needy students, have no choice. They have to come to government secondary schools. And we have only one girls' senior secondary school in this region, that is Ikoba Girls, but there is a lot is needed. As we talk now, tomorrow, we have a fundraising where we want to raise about 400 million to construct a wall fence. Because the girls' school is in an open space, anybody can move in and out without any encumbrance. And we are saying if we don't give security to the girl child, then we risk losing our girls before completing O-level. There is no administration block at Ikoba Girls. We have written our request. I know now the story everywhere is budget cuts. I was looking at my budget coming this financial year. But we pray and request that Ikoba Girls is given a priority so that we can have at least even the administration block. When you look at where the headmistress sits, it is really in a miserable state. We lack secondary schools. We still lack secondary schools in some of our sub-counties. I will give an example. In Masindi municipality, we have 2 divisions. All the divisions, we have Chigulia division, that side from the east. There is no any single institution like secondary school. We have Karujubu, where even this institution is sitting, we have a community school. Our students are studying in these, they call the makoko. This is when you make timber, what you cut from the sides, they just have temporary structures, and that's where our students are struggling to study. So my humble appeal is to make sure that at least we have, now that UGIFT is phasing out, we appreciate, we have benefited in the district, but we still request for more support, especially for these areas which I have talked about. As Kyema, as a district, I put a request to the First Lady, the Honorable Minister of Education, requesting for support of certificate courses here. She did accept, but there has been no funding since that time. It is now 2 years down the road. Most of our parents cannot afford to push our children up to A level. They end up to O level, at O level, and they're the majority. You know, education is very funny. The rich take their children to expensive schools and score highly, and they are the ones who are given opportunity to go on government. Now the poor, who cannot afford, take their children to these average schools, and they don't perform very well, like these ones who end at O level. And when they come here, they have no opportunity. They cannot even afford the certificate course, given the standard of living of most of our parents. And they end up even failing to get this certificate. And yet if they got a certificate, it can be a good starting point. And then in the future they upgrade to get a diploma and maybe a degree. I would like to request this support of certificate courses be actualized so that our people can be able to benefit, since they are the majority. I want to end here, but I will also mention that this institution, during the upgrading of Chigumba, Bulima Road, they were compensated money, about 90 million. That money was channeled through the district, and there is no way the district could pay Kyema. This money could have been channeled straight away through Ministry of Education to Kyema directly. When it came to the district, our local politics came in. There was a struggle. This money, we need it here as local revenue. We need it at Kyema. We need a percentage. And at the end of the financial year, the money went back. We have requested for the money to be reverted, but this is not forthcoming. And yet this could have done a lot to our school, Kyema. I want to end here. Thank you so much for coming. And to our graduates, this is a stepstone. This is the beginning. I also started with a diploma in clinical medicine and community health. I didn't stop there. After working, I went back and did a bachelor's in public health. I didn't end there. I went back and did a master's in health services management. And there are many, many other diplomas like ultrasonography, postgraduate diploma in health services management. So don't say today you have graduated and that's the end. And when you go out, don't keep on looking for jobs. You do the little you can do with the knowledge you have got here. After all, it is practical knowledge. If it is electrical, start fixing. What is giving us headache in towns? We have electricity extension. Start working, because I know you can earn every day. Even if you get 10,000, that is money. That's the message I can give you. Mutanyome mirimo, mugende mutandike, kandi muleke kuserura buserura emirimo neyo kwekozesa eriyo ebalinzire habokuba abantu ebakwetaaga niyo emirimo y'engaro kandi inyo muli bomugisa musomera emirimo y'engaro. I want to end here and wish everybody a happy graduation day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, our chairperson, LC5. I also know that you still have one more year to come back as a chairman 5 at the next graduation. Honorable Minister, we had invited a guest speaker in the names of Dr. Dungu Kafuluma to come and speak to the young generation. And he sent us an apology 2 days because today he has a governing council meeting at the Technical Institute where he's a chair of governing council. So as such, we're not able to have that agenda item. I therefore take the honor to invite the Executive Secretary, UBTEB, to come and give his address. You're very welcome. Graduates, it is him holding the power, so we give him a very big hand clap.
In the interest of time, I also adopt the protocol read out by the Chairman Governing Council. Maybe let me introduce myself. I'm called OSJ Onesimus, the Executive Secretary of Uganda Business and Technical Examinations. And to our parents, I'm the chief of the organization which prepared exams for these students who are graduating today. And I've come to assure you that they have really passed and they are ready for a world of work. Allow me, on behalf of the TVET family, in a special way to welcome and thank our chief guest, Honorable Minister Dr. Christopher Muyingo. Your presence, sir, means a lot to the TVET family. And as you have heard, being the first minister to preside over the function in this institution, I think I'm coming here for the third time, but we have always lived here as orphans. And we're happy you are here, and I would request, please, we can give him a round of applause for that. I know you had very many invitations on this day. Equally me, I had like 5, but I chose to come here, and I'm sure even equally with you, you decided to come here. We thank you very much. As the chair said, we request that next time shall be with you. I'm pleased to join you to mark the graduation of UTC Kyema. I wish to extend appreciation to the Governing Council and the staff of Kyema for organizing this graduation ceremony. And I want also to thank the principal and your team. Not only did you invite me, but you invited me timely in time, so that I can also prepare. Usually people send, even by yesterday afternoon, I was still getting invitations. So you wonder, what do you do for this person who has sent an invitation on Thursday and graduation is on Friday? But I want to thank you with your team that you organized this function very well and you gave us this information on time. On a special note, allow me to congratulate all graduates upon successful completion of your studies. And as an examination board, you are not clapping. You are not, hey, my friend. You think it is easy to finish exams? As an examination board, our final output is the successful candidates who are destined to join the world of work like you. That's how we give our accountability. And as the board, we are proud of the numbers they have mentioned here, but in a special way, also proud for the 79 girls who are graduating today. Because when you look at your courses, these are technical courses, and most ladies have not been forthcoming to these institutions. But achieving 79 in number is great for us, because we sometimes have 1 or 2. So we clap for our sisters who have really gone through this. And I want also to thank their families. Of course, your success is going to encourage other female students to come here and attend these courses. They are doable, and they can bring food to the table of your families. Honorable Minister, over the years, Kyema has exhibited commitment to competence-based assessment. And this is exhibited by the outstanding real-life projects done by the students of Kyema, which include the construction of staff houses, construction of girls' dormitory, and the production of windows and doors. Real-life projects, these are when a student reports to this college, as much as possible, they write projects where they practice what they are going to do in the field. And it is the paper which is assessed and awarded. But at the same time, they produce, as you have heard, they can construct a chart, they can construct, those who are constructing, those who are doing plumbing, they do plumbing, those who are doing electrical installation, they do electrical installation. So eventually, we expect that through this practice at the level of the college, these students, by the time these students finish, they are able to go and do the work which they are supposed to do in the field. As the principal stated in his speech, UTC Kyema continues to post excellent grades in national exams. We commend the principal and your team for the exemplary spirit of hard work and dedication. And personally, I want to commend you on numbers. Kyema having 700 students is a miracle. It used to be very low numbers, but I know, Musazi, you are very good at mobilizing students, and you can mobilize up to 1,000. And as the board will encourage all heads of training institutions to uphold the values of innovativeness to produce competent and competitive graduates who can contribute towards social and economic transformation. I want to encourage you that with other principals who are here, that you use this capacity, which government puts money. If you have to value the property that is here, is over 100 billion. Now, 100 billion is in the hands of one person. I think, to me, God has given you really too much. But how do you use these facilities? Can't you turn these into business hubs? And I think there's no law which is stopping you from doing that. That whoever wants to repair a car in Masindi municipality would think of workshop at Kyema. Whoever wants to install electricity or to do some other work, they think of the workshops and the students here. The moment we reach that level, then this question of saying we don't have trainers, we don't have what, like welding, people who are welding in town can be better than even those who have been training here. But if you combine efforts and you are producing the best metallic windows, we can get something out of this. But it is a model which we can all adopt and use these facilities and make sure that the institute remains busy throughout the weekend, throughout the holidays, and people use these facilities. As a community, the government should be able to benefit. We also appeal to the local leadership and companies in this region to partner with Kyema to add value to our communities through production for job creation. The district leadership, if you think of the workshops here, what can be done, like repairing your vehicles, repairing your machinery, you can partner with the institute. It is no longer the other time when the people you are here training and the others are in town working. We must work together. In line with the implementation of the TVET reforms and National Development Plan 3 Agenda on Human Capital Development, Uganda Business and Technical Examination rolled out model assessment for Uganda Community Polytechnic and the National Technical Programs in 2022. I'm glad to inform you, Honourable Minister, that the board will continue rolling out this model assessment even for diploma programs in a phased manner. And I'm happy to report that the first graduates of model assessment completed in 2023 and are already in the field working. And it is a flexible way of how we can train our people. Abazaire okusoma kunu twakuteeka mu bichweka. Kwata kosi ntugiteeka mu bichweka ya miezi mukaga. Omwana najja nasoma ekichweka nagenda nakola. Mutijaguze enkoko embuzi ebibanja nga abaana basome. Asoma ekikatiito nagenda nakola nagaruka nasoma. Ahagaruka mu myaka 2 tugaruka nakola ebigezo. So we put these courses into packages. And then after completing all the packages, you can get the award. But you will go, it will be flexible for you. Those who don't have money, those who don't have time, those who are married, should all come here and study. And our mode of assessment is that one assessment is done at the training college here, and then another assessment is done by the board. But the whole aim of our assessment is that we prepare these children. When they go through this assessment, they should be able to progress academically. You should be able to progress. If you have done a certificate, you can go and do a diploma. If you have done a diploma, you can go and do a degree. That's why we have to write some exams and teach some bit of science, not only skills, because we are preparing them for upward progression. It's not good also to give people education where they remain stagnant. If your chairman had been given such a education, he wouldn't be what he is. He wouldn't be what he is. So we want to prepare them academically, but also we ensure that they are competent enough either to seek for employment or to employ themselves. I would not expect that a graduate of Kyema is also moving up and down with envelopes in town looking for jobs. After all, those jobs are not in those offices. But you should be able to employ yourself, you should be able to be innovative through this assessment. And dear graduates, as you join the world of work, we encourage you to uphold the right values of professionalism, integrity, and innovativeness. You are now the true ambassadors of the TVET system, Technical Vocational Education Training System. You know, people had their doubts. Remember, these numbers were small, but now it is becoming critical that since we are in the skills economy, it is no longer what you know, but what you can do. If you have attended any of interviews these days, people ask, what can you do for this company? And now for you are blessed because you already have what? Skills. Once you have your skill, I think in Venezuela, I don't know here they call it, but obukugu. If you have obukugu, it can't get off from you. If one is a muteko, he will continue using those skills. And now for parents, I want to appeal to you. If you have somebody who has done other courses and it is not forthcoming, there is no bread on the table, 2, 3, 4 years, the man is moving up and down, you are sending your rent to Kampala. Government has put up very many opportunities for these students. Yes, there are no jobs, but between me and you quietly, there could be also scarcity of skills. People are here working on people's heads, earning money. But for you, you have your paper. It can't even earn you a coin. Others are making what? Now, I've seen here the lady from the Presidential Skills Hubs. Why not call this person and say, go and be skilled? Get the skill. Then you see what it can do for you. Or you come here and do a certificate. Somebody studied something about conflict something. He worked with a refugee agency. So recently I met him. I said, what? He said, no, I am at an agricultural college and I'm doing a national certificate in agriculture. And specifically he's studying something dealing with animal husbandry. And I said, why? He said, no. Because the other side, he found those who had those certificates were far better than him and they could be retained. So don't allow students just to go and study. They move up and down. I know what you go through is what I go through. You are sending, you educated a person, he has a degree, you have to send even rent, you have to send food every week. let them go and get skilled. The hub is here, the red, I saw the red here, I think it is around here. You have a training institution here. Come and register for a short course. For 3 weeks, for 8 weeks, and do a course which can give you a skill that can bring food to your table or to your family. Because here, by the time you finish the university, you are 23, 25. 5 years in the field, you are 20, 30 years, no nothing. I know what the pain you feel. So, that is my appeal. Another appeal that as parents, please encourage female children, our sisters to come and do this course. They are doable. And you know the way we trust ladies. The way we trust the ladies. Some of these, that's why we usually tell these people that they need high level of integrity, because some of their work needs them places where you can't go. Imagine a plumber. A plumber is a person who enters your house and goes everywhere. If this person doesn't have integrity, if you lose 4 or 5 customers, then you must change the position. If you have been working in Masindi, you go to him, because nobody will ever trust you with his or her bedroom. But ladies would have an advantage. They keep time. They are trustworthy. Majority, I'm not saying they are 100%, majority. And when they promise you to do something, they will do it. So encourage them to come, let them not remain there. Of course, the other side, for us who assess, those who do business studies, majority they are our sisters. But also this side, they should be coming and do these courses and get what to eat. Ladies and gentlemen, it is on this note that I congratulate the graduates and their parents for the tireless and commendable work that has resulted in this tremendous achievement. Most of you have participated, you thank each other. I know abazire tumwenda kuterera bana banu mungaro bitu bakoze mu gwamani. Ninyo abana bari mbaterere mungaro. You will know it when you start paying for somebody fees. That's when you know, so the thing is as hard as this. It's not easy. Sometimes they don't eat the kanyama on weekend because you are going to take fees. With those few remarks, allow me to end here. And I've said all this for God and my country. In a special way, allow me also to take this honor to invite our chief guest, Honorable Dr. Christopher Muingo, the Minister of State for Higher Education, to come and address the congregation.
Okay, thank you very much. The Executive Secretary, UVTEP. My graduates, are you hearing me? Let's stand up and really relax a little bit. It's been almost a whole day sitting. Some exercise. Okay, let's sit. My brother, the chairperson of LOC 5 Masindi district, my colleagues, the officials from the Ministry of Education and Sports here present this morning, the chairman and members of the governing council, Mr. Principal and your staff, principals from other education institutions present, my dear graduates, parents, guardians, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Musibire muta.